to?
Porifera.
Okay.
Spicules. They're spicular.
What class?
Worm.
What phylum?
Porifera.
Porifera, yep. This is a glass sponge. Venus is flower basket. Hexactinellida. Longitudinal section through a sponge. So what's this opening on the outside? Ostium into an incurrent canal, or a prosophile, or a radial canal, or apophile to the spongiocele. So you need to make sure you have that sequence down. Sure. One more time. Ostium on the outside, plural is ostia, goes into an incurrent canal, goes through a little tiny hole called a prosophile, into the radial canal, through this big hole called an apophile, into the spongiocele, and out the ostium. And where would the choanocytes be located?
Within the...
On the wall in the interior.
Yeah, lining the radial canals right in here. What's that?
A leucon?
What?
Leucon?
Nope. This is a gemule. One of those asexual reproductive structures for a sponge. Cross section of a hydra. So where the arrow is, what's this chamber called?
Gastrovascular cavity.
Gastrovascular cavity. And then lining the gastrovascular cavity is a layer called gastroderm. It's derived from endoderm, but it's gastroderm. And then the outer layer is just ectoderm or epithelium, either way. And I think the next picture is up close and personal. So gastroderm, ectoderm. What's the little gelatinous layer in between? Mesoglia.
Mesoglia.
You don't get this, sponged gelatinous layer is called mesohyl, and in Cnidarians it's mesoglia. I guess you can't really tell the cnidocytes on that. So. What more? Polypore medusa.
Medusa?
Medusa. And what are these areas? Those are gonads. And see how it changes from right here to right here? It looks one way, and then from here it looks a different way. So this is a little thing called a velum that hydrozoan medusa have that other kinds of medusa don't have. It's a little shelf inside. This is that gastrovascular cavity, mouth, radial canals, circular canal here. Tentacles, obvious. Okay, polypore medusa. Colonial or solitary?
Solitary.
Colonial?
Colonial. Okay, so what is this structure called, the whole thing?
Gonangium?
What?
Gonangium?
Nope, that's this thing over here is gonangium. This is the feeding one. A hydrant?
You said they're colonial, right?
Colonial, yeah. That's a hydrant. This is a gonangium over here, a little medusa that's in it. And this is Cenosarc, the pink stuff, and this is a parasarc. So on this they call that a hydrotheca, a gonotheca, with parasarc. And I think that's about all it is for that. Okay, we've got two types of anemones here. Little colonial ones, big solitary ones. Both have the genus Anthophora. This is Anthophora elegantissima and Anthophora xanthocranica. Just a jellyfish. Phylum,
Cnidaria.
Cnidaria class,
Scyphozoa.
Scyphozoa, yeah. Just a hydra, not much to know about a hydra, but it's tentacles, mouth, body,
Nidaria, right?
Cnidaria, yeah. What phylum is this?
Cnidaria.
Which one?
Cnidaria.
Not Cnidaria. See the comb rows?
Ctenophora.
Ctenophora. What type of symmetry do ctenophores have?
Is it biradial?
They're radial with bilateral symmetry. So they're mostly radial, but these arms make them semi-bilateral. Or sometimes they call them biradial. What phylum? Yep. Not a roundworm, it's a flatworm. Platyominthes, so this is a tapeworm, so flaps.
Turbularia.
Cestoda.
Oh, Cestoda.
And this structure is the front end, I guess the front end. They don't really have much of a front end, but this is the attachment structure called a scolex. And it's got suckers and hooks. This is farther down the body, but you can't see it very well. And it's got another piece right there, but this is ovary, here and here. This is the yolk gland. This is the uterus going down here. All the little indistinct spots are the testes. But we'll see a better picture of this later on. What class is this? Now, still platyominthes. Then we did Cestoda. We have Trematoda or Turbularia.
Trematoda.
Yeah, Turbularia. So these are the free-living ones. And parts in this guy, what are these little things right here? What up? They look like eyes.
Eye spot.
Eye spots, yeah. And little horns on the side of his head. They call them, what do you call ears?
Ears.
Ears? But in Latin, what do you call ears? What's that? What about on a heart? What are the flappy things on a heart? There aren't ventricles, they're called the other name for the atrium?
House?
Atrium's a chamber, and then the whole bulge in the side called auricles. Those are auricles. Auricles are chemosensory structures. And the eye spots, obviously, don't form an image, but they do tell light from dark. Cross section of a nematode. Phylum Nematoda. This is Ascaris. This is female or male?
Female?
Female.
Female. Okay, so why? These are, what are these things?
Ovaries.
Nope.
Oviducts.
Uterus.
Oh.
So these are ovaries. These are oviducts. Uteri.
Really?
Huh? So, uteri. Intestine. Pseudocoelom. Lateral canal. Here and here.
The pseudocoelom is it's that lining that goes along the edge and
Pseudocoelom is the whole chamber.
Yeah. Okay. And you can see that how the I don't know, the circle structures kind of stop because of the pseudocoelom. You can see the outer lining, right? I don't know, it makes sense to me.
I'm not quite sure what you're saying. So the pseudocoelom is a whole chamber inside that's filled with the organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is muscle right here. This is epidermis over here. This will be the endodermis or endoderm here. And so this on the outside is a cuticle, protective layer. This is a dorsal nerve cord. Maybe that's the ventral nerve cord. This is the dorsal nerve cord here. So the intestine's on the ventral side. It's kind of this been kind of squished a bit. Already got that memorized? Okay, good enough. That's a little bit big. So what phylum is this?
Ascaris?
No? What creature is this?
Earthworm.
Earthworm?
Earthworm. So earthworms are segmented roundworms. And what's the name for rings, like growth rings on a tree? Those are called what kind of rings?
Annual?
Annual rings. So Annelida means little rings. This is phylum Annelida. And the parts are, what's this little white thing right up here?
Brain.
That's the brain. And this line right here,
Pharynx.
Esophagus?
that's the nerve cord. This is the pharynx, right here, the bulb. The esophagus then runs down into here, and here is the top of the gizzard. Intestine. Seminal vesicles, big ones, little round ones, seminal receptacles. Heart, could be 5 of those. This one kind of bled out. We just have one visible one. What are these things?
Septae.
Septa, yeah.
Septa.
And then there's little mushy stuff between the septa you can't really see, would be floating in here.
Nephridia.
Nephridia. And what's this greenish yellow material on the outside of the intestine? That's chlorogog tissue. That's the digestive gland of the earthworm. What's first, crop or gizzard?
Crop.
Okay. Crops at the anterior end here, gizzard back there.
And the gizzard's the hard one, right?
Gizzard is thicker walled, yeah. In this worm, it's all pretty soft looking. In your worms, it was all pretty hard. You must have been eating crunchy stuff or something. Cross section of earthworm. So this is the epithelium out here. And you got 2 layers of muscles, circular muscle and longitudinal muscle. Then you got the coelom, and you got the intestine. And up there is the dorsal blood vessel. Down here is the ventral nerve cords. This sort of squiggly looking stuff, that's the nephridia, metanephridia in the coelom. And, with the intestine, what's this invagination, a hole?
Gastrovascular cavity.
What?
Gastrovascular cavity.
Nope, because now it's got an intestine, it's got a mouth and an anus, and these guys have a weird intestine. So, with an earthworm intestine, it goes like this, and then to increase typhus. And the chlorogog tissue is on the outside of all of that, so that's all this sort of mushy looking stuff here, and it goes down here too. Because this is the actual wall of the intestine, the dark line. So this is a lumen of the intestine. This is just a fold of the intestine. What happened? What did it feel like when you drug your worm across your hand? Did it feel smooth? Did it feel prickly? Did you even do it?
Smooth and slimy.
You can still feel it in your gut. You ever try to pull a worm out of a hole in the ground? You never did that? You guys had too much fun in
Oh, they kind of stick.
Yeah, they break if you pull them, it's because they're little, what I was trying to get to here is a little seat that come out right here, little chitinous rods, and they use those to move and anchor themselves into the soil. And so when you pull them from the head end towards the tail end, they feel kind of smooth, but you pull them the other way and they feel really rough and prickly. What phylum? Is that? No. So it's not stuff we did today. That's a mollusca, that's a chitin, class Polyplecoptera. Now this one, you should know, that's the ventral side, that's the dorsal side. So first of all, see how big that thing is? So this is a chitin again, and this is one of the ones you need the genus on. So, anybody remember that genus of the big chitin that was back in the jar over there on Monday? That's cryptochitin. Biggest chitin in the world. Jumping all over the place. Phylum? Arthropoda. Subphylum?
Insecta.
Oh,
That's the
phylum.
class. Subphylum means 6 legs, hexapoda. Class, Insecta. And order. Orthoptera. Grasshoppers, crickets, walking sticks. Sometimes they include cockroaches in that. What phylum is this? Annelida. Yep. Which class? Polychaete. What phylum?
Mollusca.
Mollusca. And which class?
Gastropoda.
Means stomach foot.
Gastropoda?
What's stomach? Gastric, right? So gastropod. Gastropoda. Anthopleura xanthogramma again. Parasitic Platyominthes is in what class? These are liver flukes. These are Trematoda. And this guy you're supposed to know all kinds of stuff about. So, oral sucker, uterus, ventral sucker, ovary, yolk gland, all these little brown spots. Branches of the intestine, there's one branch down here, one branch down here. Testes, I think that's about all you need to know on these things. What's that?
Coral.
Coral? Okay. Which phylum?
Cnidaria.
Cnidaria, which class? Anthozoa. The corals and anemones are anthozoa. What order are cockroaches? Orthoptera, same as a grasshopper. Common name? Starts with an S-C-A-L. Scallop. Okay. Those are just, there's a bunch of different mollusks there, but the ones you need to pay attention to are these guys, like right here. Brown and black turban snails, Tegula benevolis and Tegula brunei. What's that? Cuttlefish, yeah, bone, in quotation marks, like a cuttlefish pen, essentially. And Cuttlefish are in what phylum?
That's good.
Mollusca, and which class? Means head foot. Cephalopoda, yep. This is a rock. That these little guys in, what are these called in English?
The boring, that's the boring one, right?
Boring clams, yep. And there's a bunch of different genera. The one I had out there was Pholus, but you don't really need to know that. So just know this boring clam. Which class? Mollusca again, so. Looks like a tooth, right? I don't guess that doesn't help me. Scaphopoda is the official class of these guys. And let me back up, I didn't ask you the class of, what's the class of those guys? Bivalvia or Flissopoda, either way. Common name? How about now? Common name? Chambered nautilus. And what class? Cephalopoda again. Genus and species and common name?
Abalone. No, muscle.
California mussel, Mytilus californianus. Pismo clam. Common name is
Cone shell.
cone shell, and the genus?
Conus.
Conus, yep, that's not a hard one. Got a lot of these crickets press on it, so. What's the order for this guy again?
Orthopter.
Orthoptera. That's a fly. What's the order for flies?
Diptera.
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 This is a taper again when you can see what's going on better, so. Ovaries here, yolk gland there, uterus here, all these little things, those are the testes. These are the nerve cords there and here. This is the genital area, so there's uterus and vagina. Oh, I got lots of it. I gotta find some other. Okay, there's a different one. What order is this? Leafhoppers, cicadas, hold the wings like a tent over their body.
Homoptera?
Homoptera. Ants, bees, and wasps. What order?
Hymenoptera? Hymenoptera?
Hymenoptera. Beetles?
Coloptera? Coleptera?
Coleoptera.
Coleoptera?
Dragonflies?
Odonata?
Odonata. Upside down termites. So we didn't do termites the other day, but termites were back there, so that was new stuff for today. Termites are Isoptera. Another fly.